Hey there, Cancer Sun, Cancer Moon, Cancer Rising. It's Maggie from Moondirected. Welcome to my channel. Here we work with the energy of the moon to see how we can best utilize it to move our life forward in the most positive way possible. And today we are discussing that full moon that's happening in Pisces at 21 degrees and 5 minutes. It is happening for most of the world on Friday the 13th, but here in the United States, it is at 12:33 a.m. Eastern Daylight Time. So let's see what that means for you. It's happening in your ninth house. Your ninth house, wow, that's amazing. It's happening in your ninth house of long distance travel. I'm laughing because the card that popped out for part of your energy is the King of Mirrors, but it's called the Sojourn. I'm sure I said that wrong, but that's about going on a journey, and so it's long distance travel, but it's also connection with spirit and research and communications. When I say connection with spirit, I mean by communicating, by actively communicating. So going on a spiritual journey feels about right there. So that's interesting, and it's in with the King of Cups. Well, they call it the Mirrors. It's about definitely about an emotional connection too. So using your intuition, right? All right, so let's see, what else can I tell you? I do think that you should always check out your sun, your moon, and your rising. Sun sign is the core of you. It's how you feel inside. It's how you're going to view the world. The moon sign. Interesting. Lots of cards. Moon sign, it's how you feel. It's how you react and respond to the energy around you. And your rising sign is your personality. It's how the world's going to view you. It's how you interact with the world. So always should check them out. All right, so let's just see here. I feel really distracted by the cards. They're like so much energy coming off of it. Because before I turned on the camera, I was trying to get into your energy. And it was stressed. It was so stressed. There was so much anxiety. I couldn't breathe. It was right here. So somewhere between the heart and the throat, but mostly the chest, I couldn't breathe. And so I'm like, well, what is the cure for that? It's a get to some water. So hydration might be an issue. Definitely. But maybe you need to relax and get out by a pond, a lake, a stream. If you can get to the ocean, great. So getting you some water right now, allowing yourself to breathe, allowing yourself to relax, allowing that energy to flow through you, and meditate. Okay, so this is in your ninth house of spiritual connection and higher learning, and we have this beautiful card of the Sojourn. And so what did you start 18 months ago? So it would have been March of 2018. What were you communicating with Spirit about? What were you hoping for? What were you trying to learn or study or grow on? Because what you were doing then, the effort should be coming to conclusion here. It's full moon's about releasing something and moving to the next cycle. So the seeds that you planted back then, where are you now? Where are they going? That's kind of the energy of this. And so because we're using the Chrysalis Tarot and it's not like Rider Waite at all, I really prefer to use the book on this. So I want to just check in and see what the author was intending with this. Okay, a sojourn is a supremely spiritual person who gathers no moss. He is frequently found in the same place. He is infrequently, so not often found in the same place for very long, preferring instead to roam around and to spend quality time with his thoughts and his inspirations. The sojourn's motto is live life one day at a time. And so this next 30 days is really set up and primed for that, allowing that yourself to connect with the spirit through this full moon cycle. And so he could be called an empath, a spiritual merchant. Oh, no, that's not what it says. It says a spiritual medicant, and I don't even know what that is. His familiar, the noble steed, helps keep him from needing constriction or being tied down. So the horse. So the horse is about freedom. The horse is about intelligence, like innate intelligence, like intuition coming through. But think of like a unicorn, spiritual inspiration. Think also of asking for help from and spiritual guidance and getting the inspiration brought to you. Okay. When the sojourn appears, he already read your heart and understands you, so sit with him for a while. Empaths are mentors and problem solvers. He may recommend you set aside some me time to roam within your own thoughts and inspirations. So meditation is going to be on order. Getting connected, it is your 9th house that this is happening with. So allow all that information that you started seeking 18 months ago to like really manifest now into your thoughts. And so journaling might be a really good way, paying attention to your dreams. Like this information is going to be coming through you. Pisces is great about coming through on dreams. And so allowing this to happen will be very beneficial for you. All right, so the overall energy, we're going back to the book for this one because this is the Devil. And who the heck, I don't even know. Whatever. It's not called the Devil, but it is. It's Bella Rosa. Self-acceptance begins by accepting our dark side and dredging up the rotting pain and poison of unforgiveness, regrets, and internal conflict. When we learn how to forgive and embrace ourselves, we can sustain our positive relationships. That is the key this month. Is what you're releasing with this full moon in Pisces. We are releasing the rotting pain and poison of unforgiveness, regret, and internalized conflict. So anything that tightness, right? That was that tightness that I can't breathe. What are you so upset about? What is it that you're not letting go of so that you can make space in your heart to get more in? To allow the love in, to allow the joy in. So that is the key to the situation, is releasing the negative conflicts, the internalized conflicts, the things that are bothering you inside, letting that stuff go. That's the key to success with the energy of this full moon. In the recent past, you were thinking about, you had, this is love and compassion. So this is the information you were seeking. It's reverence, kindness, consideration. That's beautiful. That's very Queen of Cups energy, which I consider to be a Cancer card. And so that looks beautiful. It's also considered a Pisces card. And now we have the Wise Woman of Wonderland, integrity and compromise. All right, integrity and compromise. What the compromise would be, letting go of the negative crap that's holding you back, but not just selling out yourself. Be true to who you are. Always be true to who you are. It's very important that you are always who you are. You came here as a very special individual with your own gifts, with your own journey, with the things that you're supposed to bring, share, do. So don't compromise your integrity by trying to be somebody else for somebody else. And forgiving yourself for the times that you tried so hard to fit and conform into something that you're not. You know, that shell was too tight for a reason. It didn't fit you. So go find a comfortable new shell. One that is you, stand in your integrity, but at the same time, be willing to forgive and move on. Don't hang on to unnecessary anger. It is holding you back. It is keeping you from finding the joy in life. And in the future, again, you're being asked, oh my gosh, to let go of the negative energy. It is on your mind. You are really struggling with letting go of something, like something from the past. That's why it's caught between the throat and the heart chakra here in the chest area where I cannot breathe. You are letting your anxiety about a situation eat away at you. And so unless you're willing to reflect on and let go of, this could be your future. You can change this. Past, present, future. Future is not written. Past has already happened, right? Present is where we make our adjustments so we can affect the future. In the recent past, you had a soulmate relationship, a new romance, a spiritual basis to be in the here and now. Soulmates aren't always romantic. Sometimes we have soulmates, they come into our lives sometimes for a very short time and teach us lessons. They're people that we agreed to travel into this lifetime with. We've probably done other lifetimes with them, and then when we're in the other side of the veil, and we're deciding whether or not we're going to jump back across the veil and reincarnate into a new life. What are the lessons we want to learn? Who's going to help us with this? How are we going to help them? It's this give and take thing, and it's negotiated out before we get here, and then we run into them. And unfortunately, when we're born, we go through the veil of unconsciousness or whatever, and we can't remember. We can't remember these things, and so as we start to ascend, that will change. In the next lifetime, you will probably have much more clarity when you come in about what you're here to do and who you're here to do it with. But there's been this real amnesia, veil of amnesia. That was the word I was looking for, where you can't remember crap. You can't remember what you agreed to do. Like bits and pieces come to you, and as you're starting to awaken here, you're starting like, oh, I remember this, or I was going to do that, or this person, this connection that I don't understand, that's so strong. It's because you have a contract with them, a soul contract. And so in the past, you've been struggling with some kind of a soul contract, and they were here to teach you a harsh lesson. And if you hang on to the bitterness instead of learning the lesson is compassion for yourself and compassion for others, right? Love and compassion. It's about being in having your integrity and learning how to compromise, not yourself, but with other people to work, like it can't all be your way or the highway, right? And so creating this and allowing things to flow through, if you can't let this go, you're going to be in this negative energy of the hungry ghost, or you are obsessing over the past. This is your opportunity to change that by letting things go. Wow, you have the treasure chest of abundance. An unforeseen windfall of new abundance comes to you. Abundance does not necessarily mean money. It could be love. It could be happiness. It could be joy. It could be a sense of well-being. An abundant life encompasses all of those things. And you have the healing heart. You are a powerful healer. Keep up the good work. So, this is great work, actually. So, this soulmate relationship that apparently was difficult for you, if you will allow the healing to happen, you can negate the future here. So stand in your integrity, be willing to compromise. But don't give yourself away. There's a fine line. And in the future, you have dream big. Let go of small thoughts about yourself. You are magnificent. You are a light being. You are a piece of God wrapped up in a human body. You came here with intention to learn, to grow, to spread the light. Okay, that's why you're here. These are things that you're supposed to be doing. I don't like that my desk is so small. I can't make everything fit. Okay, so explore your options. It's time to look for other possibilities. It's a good time to make changes. Let stuff go. I saw a picture the other day. It was a butterfly dragging a stone. And the caption was, let stuff go. Okay, that wasn't exactly what it said, but you know what I mean. All right, so then in the recent past, you were struggling with listening to your intuition and believing in the magic and the possibilities. Believe in magic. Take the journey. It says journey by moonlight. That's journey by your intuition. That's journey by your thoughts and your feelings. That's journey. This is important. It is important that you figure out how to allow yourself the freedom to travel through your intuition, through your heart space, to release that which is not working and savor your life. That is the advice. The action for right now is savor your life, passion and pleasure. And if you're not having fun, and also because it's in the 9th house of long distance travel, maybe actually taking a little trip somewhere, going somewhere, taking a break, changing your energy that way, and you have divine passage. Trust that there is a divine plan. Believe in the magic, savor your life, and trust that there is a divine plan. Ninth house is all about getting in connection with spirit. It's about researching and traveling and higher learning and knowledge. And in this case, this full moon in Pisces, for you, this is also about being willing to forgive and heal your heart, to have compassion for yourself, compassion for others, and just accept the shadow of yourself and of others. Everybody has shadow and light. If we didn't, we wouldn't be 3D. It's important. Don't let the ghost of the past hold you back. Wow, I cannot get just one card out of here today. All right. So, you have letting go. Of course you do. You have the universal mind. This is getting in touch with your intuition, getting in touch with your higher self. You have light embodied. Yes, you are a light being wrapped in a human body. You are not your experiences, you're just having them. Wow. Okay. We have spiritual truth, sapphire. This is very much ninth house. And we have balance, align, and clear. Balance, align, and clear. Let go of stuff that's holding you back. I'm going to get into the sapphire one. It's very interesting. So allowing yourself to release, aligning with your true purpose, letting your intuition work through you, help you to heal. It says, sapphire, be sure you are being truthful with yourself and with others. Love as thought is truth. Truth is the level of spirit, is unconditional love, the very presence of the infinite self. Remember always that the measure of truth starts within the self. If you are right within, you will be right in the world. Sapphire's presence in your life today may also mean that it is time to convert the knowledge you have worked so hard to achieve into wisdom over the last 18 months. Because it's in your ninth house. What have you been studying? What have you been learning? Feels like it could be spiritual work, but it could be, maybe you were in school or whatever. Whatever your life experiences have been, that's also knowledge gained. And so when you can convert that into wisdom is when you take your experiences and you deep dive into them to understand how that affects other things. Like, how do the circles from the pebble dropped in reach out to the shore as they go out in concentric circles, right? This conversion can only take place through action defined by the spirit. In an egoless state, go inward and listen, then act accordingly. Sapphire also appears when one is being called to the ocean. When I heard get to the water. So if you can take a trip and get to the water, it says it may be time for the cleansing light that only it can offer. If you can, so it says get to the ocean, sapphire. You may not be able to get that far. We have real world here, but take a long bath, a salt water bath. But if you can be outside in near water, do that. And allow the healing to happen. Allow your heart to heal. Allow it to let go of this pain you're carrying. And allow yourself to distill down the experiences of the past 18 months into knowledge, and that's knowledge, and allow it to become the wisdom from which you move forward, from which you start going through life. So much on offer for you, but it's going to start with you allowing your heart to heal. Don't be so tight there. All right, that's a lot. It's a lot of letting go. You could really do. I'm going to really recommend that you do a ritual where you write down what's bothering you, because obviously you know what it is. Write it down, and on the full moon, burn it and turn it over to spirit and say, I ask the angels and my guides, Archangel Raphael, to come in and allow the healing, Saint Michael the Archangel and Metatron to come in and remove the pain, to cut it loose, to cut the cords of negative energy, and Saint Raphael to come in and heal. And Mary Magdalene. Nope. Yes, she will, but it was Mary, the Mother of God. Yes. So, and and Kuan Yin. Okay. So allow them to come in and help with the healing process. Nurture yourself. Get to the water. Somehow, get to the water. All right? You take care. We'll talk soon.